Okay, so what is your point?
My point is what you're doing is inherently misogynistic and shows no respect towards the quote-unquote natural.
What is the definition of misogynistic? What is the definition?
The definition of misogynistic is it's often used in a way that puts women down. What you're doing is putting women. Okay, then you tell me what misogyny.
The hatred of women.
Yeah.
How do I hate you by saying I love your natural hair and I don't love all this wiggery and all this other stuff you guys put on?
You guys.
Oh, grab your snacks, baby. Grab your snack. There's about to be one of them conversations. If it's not for podcast conversations, then it's these street interviews. Shout out to this young brother right here, all right? I see up-and-coming content creators getting it in like this one. His name is Stop Playing Trey. I'm leaving a link to this full content down in the description box down below because I love to support the young cats getting out there and doing it, all right? But he was having a conversation. Two young ladies stepped in order to try to correct him. And what happened? Highly entertaining, but yet ripe for our discussion. Let's get after it.
Of all the races, who has the best hair?
What do you mean by best hair?
Like, what's the most beautiful hair?
Most beautiful?
Yeah.
What do we call beauty? Like, how are we defining beauty? I'm just trying to make sure I answer the question right, because, we on camera and all that.
So, I mean, if you look like you saw an Asian woman, a black woman, and a white woman, on average, like, who would you say has the most beautiful hair that you see?
Like the hair itself, or like what hairstyle they got in? Like what?
Just the natural hair, like natural hair like yours,
so
natural hair.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say the black woman.
The black one.
Yeah.
So why do black women wear white women's hair if black people do have the most beautiful hair?
So when you say white women's hair, right? When you say white women's hair, I want to know like, are you talking like the style or like the material?
No, so Latin America was conquered by like Portugal, like Portuguese people, right? So down there is a mix of black and white people. So the 613 Brazilian hair, that is white women's hair that black women wear all the time. So if they feel like their hair is the most beautiful, why are they wearing other races' hair?
They feel like,
okay.
Because I was the one answering, but they probably.
Yeah, you want to let her?
Yeah,
you can let her answer.
Now, this is very important that the young ladies over here were not involved in the conversation, and then she said, "May I interject?" So she is requesting to be a part of the conversation. My only critique thus far is that he's calling it white women hair. There is hair guides, right? 2A, 3C, 4C, right? There are guides to distinguish because just like there are genetic Haley comments such as black women having green eyes, it does happen. So therefore, there were also black women out there that through their genetic, hereditary, whatever, have straight hair. So he's calling it white woman hair. That's not an accurate way to state it. Nevertheless, I think he's getting his question off pretty clearly.
Bro.
So you guys wear white women's hair, like just as I explained.
No.
A Brazilian bust down, that is white women's hair.
I'm sorry. I haven't.
You never heard that before?
I'm a little confused as to what message you're trying to convey here.
So,
I think that's what's getting.
So I also think black women's hair is the most beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
But then they cover it with other women's hair. Why would you do that if you actually believe you're beautiful yourself?
I'm so fucking confused.
What kind of question is this?
Right.
I think you understand, you just don't know how to answer it.
No, I think I'm more so confused because what do you think you're achieving by asking this question? Is
Okay.
it some sort of black women empowerment effort, or
This
is
is not
to
empowering
put
at all.
black women down for the choices that they
not-
make on their body?
It's not putting you down, it's to
So
uplift.
it's supposed to be empowering.
It's to uplift natural hair. So I'm just trying to see the psychological aspect of you guys putting on somebody else's hair.
You realize that not every single black woman wears wigs.
Right.
Yes,
And even if a
of
black
course.
I get so mad when they do this. I was looking at a podcast recently and a chick did this. They will always go to an extreme of saying all in order to obfuscate from your original question or point. And my response to that is also signaled within the young man's face as well. My G's out there, you must understand the conversation tactic as it happens so you can compartmentalize the delusion or the irrationality of going there and proceed forward in the debate or the conversation. Let's go.
Yes, I understand that.
wear wigs.
I'm talking about the ones who do.
Okay, so maybe you should find somebody that is wearing a
Or
wig
just
or
stop asking that
like,
ridiculous
what-
question.
like,
Well,
Why
it's
is
a
it-
valid question.
Okay.
Like everybody
It's a
wants to know.
Why is it your business
It's
why
really
someone
not.
does
'Cause I'm a
something?
black man.
Can you not cut me off?
Because you asked me a question.
Well, I wasn't finished with it. Was I?
Yes, you were, right? This is gold.
Ridiculous question.
Well,
Why
it's
is
a
it-
valid question.
Okay.
Like everybody wants to know.
Why is it your business
It's
why
really
someone
not.
does
I'm a
something?
black man.
Why is it your business that how someone else does something? He says, because I am a black man.
Can you not cut me off?
Can you not cut me off? Baby girl. This is what happens when the triggered get triggered. You can find yourself at the whim of just emotional irregularity, and then things just start not to make sense. And their fight or flight is activated, which is conducted by the most simplest component of their brain. So you're going to get responses that logically do not make sense. This is her subconscious way to not have you answer the question because she doesn't like the answer.
Because you asked me a question.
Well, I wasn't finished with it. Was I finished with it?
Yes, you were.
Okay, why is it your business as to why
Look at
someone does something with their body?
Because I'm a black man.
What does that have to do with?
To do with somebody else's.
I don't think you're
So
understanding
black
my
men are the
question.
natural pairs of a black
This
woman.
nigga said the natural pairs.
Yeah, we are the natural pair of the black woman. So of course we care. We want the natural hair.
pairs, guys. I'm looking at my natural pair, and he's over here asking me why I do things with my body that I choose to do.
Yes, because black men are the leaders of black women. But you guys are so
woman needs a
combative.
fucking leader.
You guys are so combative
So
and feminist.
combative and feminist. I'm very combative and very feminist.
That's
and I'm very
how you're
proud of
acting
it.
right now.
Good. I pray
I mean,
don't
I just
find
came
a
and asked you
natural
a
leader
valid
like
question. You said what?
Nothing. You're good.
So you pray you don't find nobody like me?
Yes.
Why?
A quote unquote natural leader. What you're doing is bullshit. It's misogynistic.
I was
here we go.
misogynistic. I said I want you to be natural. I like you how you naturally are. All this fake stuff, we don't need it. We can throw it away.
I hope you find someone you're looking
Find
for.
somebody that fits that.
I really do like
Oh,
you.
I have.
All right.
But
Okay, then
but
why
more.
you bothering
All right,
other
yeah,
people?
you can wrap
Well,
this up, bro.
I asked him a question. You guys wanted to interject. I wasn't even
Yeah.
talking to you.
All right, and then you came over here.
No,
and
but
then
you-
started pointing the microphone.
You
So-
said,
You-
"Can I interject?"
Is he still, Tommy? I think he's still on the phone with you. I think he's still trying to talk to you.
They will
Yo, no,
rewrite history.
you said, "Can I interject?" This is.
Loki, I gotta go.
It was nice to meet you, bro. No, you good. You good. Y'all have a nice day. But she told me to speak to her, so that's why.
Yes, yeah.
Saying that he wasn't speaking to me. Am I?
You told me to. So shortly after this, my cameraman goes ahead and shuts off the camera because we thought the debate was over. So as we're leaving, I can hear her calling me dense and saying other slick remarks that she was not saying to my face.
Shaming
So I
tactics.
turn around and I basically say this.
Sign language.
Wait, y'all just called me dense?
No, yeah, it was me.
Why'd you call me dense?
Now, he knows before he asks these questions that it may trigger an emotional response, but the question that he's asking is very valid. If majority black men are dating or married to black women, is it unbecoming for a black man to ask a question into how the majority of the black women around him have their hair? If black men, by and large, are saying that natural is the preference, but black women are choosing to do something else with their hair, then why would you not expect that man to ask a question about that? And you labeling him misogynistic because he has a preference and he's asking questions is ridiculous. On the flip side, men are not trying to change our preferences around a minimum salary amount or a minimum height. And we damn sure don't even think to call you misandrous because you like those particular things in a general range about us. Let's go.
Because you are not listening to the words that I'm trying to say to you. You just keep reiterating the same poor takes over and over again.
Okay, so what is your point?
My point is what you're doing is inherently misogynistic and shows no respect towards the quote-unquote natural.
What is the definition of misogynistic? What is the definition?
The definition of misogynistic is it's often used in a way that puts women down. What you're doing
No,
is putting
no.
women. Okay,
It
then
is
you tell me what
the
misogyny is.
hatred of women.
That's correct.
How do I hate you by saying I love your natural hair and I don't love all this wiggery and all this other stuff
Wiggery.
you guys put on?
You guys!
Black
Logic.
women.
The usage of the word "you guys," I don't know if you're using that to mean every black woman, but as you can see, I don't have a Brazilian butt.
Well, so when we
I have Brazilian butt sounds right now.
so when we look at the stats, more than 70% of black women, you can Google it right now.
Okay, I-
More than 70% of black women wear fake hair.
Can you? I can't find my phone.
Yeah.
Do you mind looking it up?
I would thought it'd be more than
More than
that.
70% of black women
Oh,
wear
he's
fake
saying
hair.
it's more.
So the majority, just look around you. Fake. Like, come on now.
Dude, what does
Like-
that have to do with you?
So
Who
I'm just,
fucking cares?
I'm proving the stat. That's what I'm talking
But
about.
who cares what a woman does with her hair?
Wow.
So, but I wasn't even talking. I was talking to this guy. You told me to talk to
yes,
you.
and then you started talking to me. Because
Right.
I care. Because the issue
Right.
concerns
So-
me.
and I told
the
you-
issue concerns my friends. The
It-
issue concerns those I care about.
It matters because most black men prefer black women to wear their natural hair, but you guys seem to not want to do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but not
Okay.
everybody likes men, first of all.
Hey, I don't
Like-
do what I do to impress men. I do it for myself.
Okay, that's cool, but it's just setting a bad example also for
I'm
other
setting
black.
a bad example.
Yes, for little black
I'm
girls.
setting a bad example for little black girls. Can I borrow this?
No, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Hi guys, my name is Via Horn. I'm a sophomore clinical laboratory science at Howard University. In my time of setting a bad example for black women, I have moved all over the country kind of doing pre-college programs. I did one at Georgetown, one at Vanderbilt, I did one at Howard.
I'm a PhD.
A lot of people don't know that about me. They were all for different medical things, law things, because I used to want to be a lawyer, a human rights attorney actually. And then I switched to medicine. At my high school, I started the Black Student Alliance just to set a further bad example for the little black girls around me. I additionally started a pre-Black Student Alliance program for the middle schoolers.
What does that have to
just
do
to
with the
further
point?
push my bad agenda on them.
So
I'm
where do
sorry,
you?
Brooke.
So out of all the things that you listed,
Yep.
name some specific things that you're doing for black women or black girls or black people.
Yeah. So when I started the Black Student Alliance, it was for black women and black boys. When I started the pre-Black Student Alliance program, it was once again for black women and black kids.
But what are you doing?
What am I doing currently? I'm
No. What are you doing in this program that benefits black people?
providing them with mentors in a predominantly white area.
What does that do?
What
None of
what
this
does
have to do with
providing
the
someone
hair.
with a mentor do?
So like, what is the mentor doing? What are they mentoring them about? What
Yeah,
is-
so I lived in a predominantly white area, and it was really hard for black students to navigate kind of the systems that were set against them and promoted failure in their hearts. But what I did was partner them with a black high schooler to kind of cater to their interests. Like my mentee wanted to go to also Howard University, and it was a miracle I ended up here because I didn't initially want to go here. But so we worked together, we helped to figure out which classes and what kind of programs, IB and AP, that they should do in high school to get them onto this path.
So you guys see how I just let her gaslight? That was a perfect example of gaslighting.
Who did I gaslight?
Huh?
So I said,
That?
you're, no.
Oh, okay.
In the conversation, you're gaslighting. Because,
I'm gaslighting you?
yeah, so
Okay,
look,
okay.
so I said you're setting a bad example for little black girls by wearing this. You started talking about helping all black people. That has nothing to do with what I originally said.
Sir, do you know what gaslighting is?
When you try to make me think something that isn't true or I wasn't already thinking. Like, you can Google the definition.
So what about what I did was I don't have time for this. Like,
It's literally gaslighting.
No, it's not.
go.
So if you're paying attention, you'll see how when I pointed out she's gaslighting and she knows she's been caught now she's trying to run. Originally, if you guys were paying attention, you'll see that I wasn't even talking to this girl. She called me to talk to her.
Yeah,
But
that's
then
true.
after I disproved all her points that she tried to come at me with, which were all very weak, now she wants to run. Now she's trying to call me a misogynist. Now she's trying to label me dense, when she is actually the one who's acting dense by definition. Come on, man. Come on.
That's not gaslighting, my guy. Gaslighting is if the sky is blue and I run up to you and I say, yo, the sky is pink today. You walk outside, you look at the sky, it's still blue. You come to me like, yo, the sky is blue. And I'm like, no. You crazy? It's pink. You don't see it? It's pink. That's gaslighting, all right? It's lying to exchange what's happening in reality to make you think something, right? That's not what she did, but what she did do, and there was two things that she did. Number one, she moved the goalpost, okay? The debate was about her influence on younger girls because she chooses to wear her hair that way. Your position is that this is a bad example. So in order to disprove that this was a bad example, she did the I'm a PhD thing, right? She named all of these educational accolades that had nothing to do with the conversation in order to demonstrate that she's a good representation of being a young black woman. Now, in it by itself, everything that she named were fantastic representations of being a great black woman. But again, she's utilizing this superiority, educational superiority, in order to justify being a good representation, when that was never the argument to begin with. The argument was about your image and how your image is a reflection to those that might be looking at you. The second thing that she leveraged, and I touched on this in point A, is this educational hierarchy fallacy. It's to say, because she said that he was dense, like he couldn't understand his points or positions behind his back. He heard it and engaged her in a conversation. But she's also utilizing that she's done all of the, I went to Howard University and these are all of my pursuits, as another way to downplay his points and positions that he's making. So there's two things that she did in there, but I disagree that it's gaslighting. Nevertheless, I want you young brothers to be accurate in the way that you call out these whack debate tactics as a way to inform your arsenal or your toolkit when you're out there having these types of conversations. Because although this is a street interview, how many times have one of us had one of these types of conversations within our own personal lives as well? I try to stay away from them as much as I can right now, especially because like people kind of sort of know me for this. So when I hear these things happening in conversation, like at game nights and discussion nights and stuff like that, I just sit my ass over in a corner like I ain't dealing with y'all. I'm off of work right now. Nevertheless, though, you got to be able to correctly understand what's happening so that you may subvert their bullshit to the best of your ability. Let's proceed.
All right. Are you finishing in our room?
Are we done here?
We could have been done 5 minutes ago.
I mean, you started talking trash. I started turning off the camera. That's why I
You
came
could have
back.
kept it rolling. I'll call you dense on camera.
But you still haven't proven me to be dense. I've disproven all your points.
I hope you reflect on this conversation and grow as a person.
You have a nice day.
Shame.
It was nice to meet you. Trayvon, what about you?
Nice to meet you. My name's Via, as I said before.
Nice to meet you. Have a nice day.
Yep.
Thank you for watching
Walk
this
away,
video.
brother.
Definitely consider becoming a member at patreon.com. I post all my debates over there. So if you've ever seen a clip anywhere, the full video is on Patreon. I was posting on YouTube at first, but they do not like the truth.
Okay.
They do not like this movement that I'm trying to spread.
Okay.
So
Here's the thing. I'm not sure about the Young Brothers movement, but if you take a look, but he's got over 1,000 videos, so he's been doing this for a long time. And if you take a look at some of the videos, the titles, right, like he has on wigs and he's doing content, right? So it seems as that he has a hair thing, right? It's like one of his things that so for him to be doing street interviews in regards to hair, right? He's talking about wearing braids right here. He's, talking about hating natural hair right here. He's got a picture with, oh my God, look at her forehead. You see the top of her ish on it. Anyway, nevertheless, I appreciate being able to go over content like this. And I think it's fascinating. Not only was she asking him a question, and now thinking about it now, it's probably more of sort of a rhetorical question meant for him not to answer, but then he starts to answer and then she cuts him off like, let me finish, as if he is violating her personal space by, answering a question. Probably it's invasion because she didn't like the answer, but then also she interjected, right, or introduced herself into a conversation where she didn't need to put her 2 cents anyway. And not only that, but then to hear the fallacies that she was engaged in, that she was deflecting and moving the goalpost in regards to the definition of misogyny. And it should be frightening to anybody as a man in today's society to be labeled a misogynist because you have a critique in regards to women or the type of women that you like to date. That should absolutely terrify you. And that makes a lot of sense why they want to put me on male supremacist list, because anything that you say to critique, right, to say, hey, you know what, I kind of don't like that. I like you without makeup on, baby girl. I like your natural roots, baby. All that wig, 1C, 2A shit, I don't like that style on you. I like au natural, all right? But explain to me, besides you being a product of a capitalistic society that wants to sell you these products, why do you like it yourself? Or are you just engaging in lemming behavior? But through utilization of these street interviews, you begin to see the documentation of not only the genjutsu that they try to put you in to make you feel bad for your points, positions, and ideologies, but then when you try to turn the tables back onto them to get them into a logical square to answer something, they're over here dodging logical bullets better than Neo dodging real bullets in the Matrix. But I think the lesson is here is that don't let people guilt you up out of what you want. Don't let them guilt you up out of your standards. And this goes for both men and women, right? I don't hate on women that have particular standards. Now, I will talk to them in real time in regards to the probability that you'll be able to achieve all of the things that you want, but you can want what you want at the end of the day. Shit, there's a lot of us out there that want to be a billionaire, baby. It don't mean that we have the probability to get there, okay? But if you prefer fake hair, the Brazilian, what do you call it, Brazilian bust downs, I don't care. Like whatever it is that you like. I'm not here to hate on that. I think it's survival of the fittest out here at the end of the day, baby. But I will say is that when you try to ask a question and they cannot explain it, then that lets you know that they're not thinking for themselves and that they are a follower. Never be manipulated into silence and never compromise into the bullshit that they want you to believe if it doesn't make sense. If it doesn't make sense, stand on your square. Because the truth is that a woman who respects you and then understands how the world works, which I would say these are minimum requirements for relationships, baby. Respect and understands to a degree how the world is working, right? So she can live in reality and not in delusion. But these type of women can answer questions directly. And the ones who cannot are for the curb. They're for the streets. They're not for relationships. And in fact, they'll say things like the other young lady said is that, well, we don't even like men anyway. They will forever be problems until they hit the wall one day and then ask order where the good men go. But continue to allow them to shame you for even asking questions or if you buy into that. And that's your own issue or your own problem. Nevertheless, questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Drop what you guys think about this conversation down below. I can't wait to read your comments. I think it should make for fruitful conversation as well as discourse. And if anything, I'll see you soon. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.
She belongs to the street.
Girl, don't hold my hand. You a mattress actress on the OnlyFans. Get your money, girl, but damn, how is that your only plan? What you gonna do when you get too old to strip and dance? Get up out your echo chamber screaming period and yes. You a low down dirty woman if you try to get knocked up by a high value man.